Good evening and namaste. Today we are concluding our National Reading Month story reading. Today we are reading 30th story 30, and from 19th June we have started it, and we will be concluding today with this nice story which will be taking us throughout India. Let us see this story. It's very interesting. And the title of the story is Handmade in India. This is authored by Olivia Eraser, Olivia Fraser, and illustrations are done by Olivia Fraser only. So let's read this story. If you travel around India from north to south and from east to west, you will see people making things everywhere, in the fields, beside the road, in open doorways, and on verandas. They make things to eat, to wear, to sell, and to help build India and its people. And it's all there for everyone to see. This is India. Let us observe this picture. Can you guess something? Yes, here are two Himachali women I met when I was walking in the Himalayan mountains in Himachal Pradesh in the north. Do you know what these women are doing? I have painted them with sheep because they are using sheep's wool for what they are making. One woman spins the wool to make it into an even thread. The other is knitting a multicolored woolly jumper. Wool can be dyed all the colors of the rainbow, but I rather like the woman who is wearing a natural colored outfit. It's the same color as the brown. Here is the second picture. It also tells a story. This is a sight you see all over India. Women collecting water from a well to drink and cook with. These women are from Haryana in the north. Well water is usually the cleanest and safest water to drink as it comes straight from the deep under the ground, far from all the pollution that can seep into surface water. These women are wearing the typical North Indian dress, the salwar kameez. Look at how well they balance two pots of water on their heads. Could you do that? Let's observe this picture. I saw this man at work sitting outside his workshop in Karnataka in the south. He is a sculptor and he is using a hammer and a chisel to make an image of a god out of stone. Can you guess which one? I have painted all the tools he uses for his work. I think they make interesting shapes all lined up together. Surrounding him are other sculptures he has made of animals and people. Do you recognize any of them? This is one more picture in addition of this storyline. On the edge of a forest in Karnataka, I came across these women collecting firewood. They were wandering gypsies from a tribe called the Banjara tribe. Look at the heavy jewelry they wear. But even heavier must be these huge bundles of sticks they are carrying. Can you see how they have wound up pieces of cloth into a tight circle and placed it on their heads to help them balance the load? This also protects them from any thorns or spikes the sticks may have. Can you guess what fruit is growing on the trees? Guess. And this is another storyline. These women are also from Karnataka and they are helping make one of the most important things to eat in India, rice. Rice grows in flooded fields called paddy fields. Here the women are ankle deep in the paddies, replanting the rice saplings at regular intervals so that the rice will grow strong and healthy. Can you see how the women have tied up their saris so that their clothes don't get wet in the water? I think their backs must ache by the end of the day, don't you? Another picture adding into the storyline. I saw these men mending a railway track in Goa on the southwest coast of India. Can you see all the different tools they use? I like the fact that the workers' uniforms use the colors of the Indian flag orange, white, and green. Can you see the man who is in charge of all the workers? I made the railway into a shape of a clock as trains have to be on time. Wow, this is another storyline picture, and obviously it will be telling us the story from. Let us see what's that. I visited a village in Odisha in the east entirely made up of a craftspeople. Everybody was sitting outside their houses and workshops making things. This lady is a papier mache painter. She has painted, amongst other things, some brightly colored images of Jagannath. Do you know who he is? He is Krishna by another name. Look at all the different patterns and the different colors and painter that colors the painter uses. She hopes to sell her wares to tourists and pilgrims. I like her elephant masks best. Do you? One more picture adding into the story. Besides a dusty village road in Bengal, in the east, I came upon this man called a Thatera, beating tin strips into a bucket shape. First, he decorated the tin by puncturing holes in the surface with a pin to make interesting patterns. Then he rolled the metal into a cylinder, as he is doing here, and making a great racket. He bashed the two ends together with small pins. Finally, he attached the base of the bucket in the same way. They look very pretty, don't you think? Now, another which is related to construction. Let us see what's that. These people are making bricks. I like the way the name stamped on the brick is gold, as if they were nuggets of gold instead of bricks made out of baked earth. Here, the women are taking some specially prepared brick clay and are shaping it in the rectangular wooden molds. They slice off any excess clay with a strip of metal. Bricks are baked into a special oven called a kiln. and the entire process of making a brick takes 25 days. These ovens have tall, thin, tower-like chimneys. You can see these chimneys all over India, dotting the countryside. I saw these brick makers in Bengal. Now see this picture. Traveling through Bengal, I passed a lot of small round ponds called pugors. There I saw these fisherwomen carrying their round nets with the day's catch in the little baskets, which they strap to their heads. I watched them catch fish. A group of women stood up to their waists in water, forming a row in the pond. They each splashed the water vigorously, holding the bamboo rim of their nets. Then altogether they would dip their nets lower into the water and altogether scoop up any fish. I have painted the fish their actual size. People like to eat them fried and crispy. Would you? Let us see, observe, and read about this picture. I went to a wedding in Rajasthan in the West and I watched a huge wedding feast being prepared. These women were making chapatis. They sat in a circle, each person helping with one stage of chapati making. So the first lady sieved the flour through a metal sheet with lots of holes in it. Another adding water and kneaded it into dough with her fist. The next separated the dough into little balls, ready for the final rolling out into a chapati shape. A large plate of ready rolled chapatis was then whisked off into a kitchen to be cooked for the wedding feast. These are hard-working tasks, I think. What do you see? These women are road builders. I saw them flattening out some rocky ground in Rajasthan. They used their picks and shovels to help clear a pathway through the desert. Later, a proper road for cars and trucks will be laid down. These women come from a Rabari tribe in Rajasthan. I was particularly struck by the colorful clothes they wore and the strength these women had to do this very hard work. Which lady is wearing the most bangles? And can you spot a tiffin box? I think you have got it. So from entire north, east, west, south, northwest, everywhere we have seen how this work of art and craft is going all over India. So this is the story. We have read this story and we have understood the importance of craft work as it gives the skilling to the local people, especially the family members and others as well. So they don't have to go anywhere for asking for employment. So they create their self-employment. So we have read this story, and this was the concluding story of the National Reading Month, which PN Panikar Foundation releases every year, and CBSC releases a circular. So this circular was released this year as well. And this year's National Reading Month we have celebrated right from 19 June to today's date, 18th of July. So 30 stories of 1 month we have read. Thank you for watching and do recommend this our channel and these stories to different children group, different age groups of children. Level 1, that is for pre-primary and first, second. Level 2, level 3, level 4 story readers. Let the parents also be involved in this. There are thousands of stories. We read only 35 or 36 out of it. So there are many stories. As your interest go for level 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is some more to explore. So go for it and make the reading a regular habit. Get the children reading. So stay tuned. More of the sort of things will be coming. Maybe tomorrow we'll be taking a reading pledge to sum up all this. Stay tuned and like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel to the parents and the children as well. Take care.